Hi, I'm the Malt activist, and welcome to a brand new format called Maltcast, where we podcast everything about whiskeys. Today, I'm reviewing the much-awaited Ardbeg Blaaack. It's a sad time for whiskey travelers such as myself this year. With all the festivals getting cancelled. So it's a sad time. I wish we could have been to Islay and sampled this year's release, like we always do, like we've been doing for the last so many years. But well, so be it. That's just the way it is. All I know is that 2021 is going to be a massive year for whiskey fans who are traveling all the way to Islay, because every single person I know is planning on making a visit. So Islay, get ready. What I have here with me are the two festival bottles, the committee release, and well, they're calling it also the committee release, which is weird. But normally this is called the festival bottle, which is at a lower ABV. So this is the committee one, and bottled at 50.2%. Instantly Islay, right? Now this year, what they've done is something that they've really never done before, is go all the way down to New Zealand and to pick up some Pinot Noir casks. Now, Ardbeg has done a lot of sherry stuff. Last year they did rum, but they've never done red wine. So this one is interesting. On the nose, it's immediately Islay, so you get that that smoky, ashy, sooty undertone just off the bat. It almost transports you there. But then, if you dig a little deeper, it's much more sweet, almost like a moist clay, red brick sort of feel to it. The seaweed comes in, becomes a little more salty. Grilled meats, almost like that barbecue flavor that they have. And then over time it gets a little more fruity with more bananas, more grapes, and rounded off with a nice sort of spicy nutmeg, cinnamon, chili flakes, that sort of flavor profile. So I like the nose. It does not promise to be a complex whiskey, I feel. Maybe there's an off note here and there. There's something slightly pungent about this, but it's not bad overall. I always expect more from Ardbeg. I love the new 19 that's come out. I had the 23 recently, which is amazing. Even the Wee Beastie is not a bad dram, by the way. So I've always held this distillery to a high standard, and so whenever there's something slightly amiss, I want to call it out. So I think it's a decent nose. It's nothing spectacular, but the proof is in the pudding. It's all about the palate. You can feel the 50.2% on this. Medium bodied mouthfeel. The nose translates quite close to the palate. So you've got this rush of spices and cinnamons and a sort of oaky dryness. But on top of that, you have this new, very sort of red grape. I'm guessing that's the red wine flavor that permeates in between the entire experience. It's got a long, nice finish. I like the finish a lot. It's warming. It stays with you. A little spicy and slightly drying as well. Could be that red wine influence. Look, I think this is a very decent whiskey. I don't know if there's a whole lot more that they could have done with this. It's certainly not the best of the festival releases, but it's definitely not one of the worst. I love the name, Ardbeg Blaaack. And what I love most about this distillery is that they don't take themselves seriously. And here, as you can see, the black is spelled with 3 A's. So I'm fairly positive that it's actually pronounced Blaaack. And this is just because they went to New Zealand to pick up those Pinot Noir casks, and this is probably a tip of their hat to all the sheep that inhabit New Zealand. So yeah, back to the whiskey. I think it's a decent dram, like a 7 out of 10 for me. This is the committee version, so it's about 4.2% more. This is the festival bottle, which is bottled at 46%. I really don't understand this very minute difference, Normally festival bottles even are a lot of percentage points below the regular committee bottle. So, for example, the Kelpie was 51.7, the drum was 52, Ardbeg Day was 56.7. So there's they like to keep a 7 to 8% ABV gap in between the festival bottle and the committee bottle. But with this, it's just 4%. So I'm not really sure why they would do that and what the fuss is all about. So yeah, almost exactly the same nose profile as the committee bottle, the higher ABV. I don't really notice anything different, except maybe this has a slightly more of an alcohol burn, and hence the pungency is a bit more. But other than that, from a profile point of view, more or less the same. That same moist red brick clay, smoked seaweed, grilled fruits. They keep mentioning dark cherry on the labeling, but I don't really get a dark cherry. Maybe they're trying to force that on me. I do get some grape though. Just as I suspected, the 46% compared to the 50 feels watered down. I don't think the flavors really grab on as they should. They don't explode in your mouth as they did with the committee bottle, which is a higher percentage of alcohol. But as a drinking experience, it's probably a better dram to drink. It's slightly less complicated than the committee bottle, which I think is a good thing. If you want to sit and just have a sip of this dram, it's not bad. I would have preferred it to be a little sweeter, but it seems as if it's not delivering on both fronts from a balance point of view. So it's not that much sweet or that spicy. Very sort of middle of the road. There's something earthy about this, in a nice way, but in a way that sort of dulls a lot of the flavors. So what do I think? I think this is a perfectly adequate whiskey. I think every year they do a perfectly adequate job of producing perfectly adequate spirit. So I'm happy with that. I'm just happy it doesn't suck. Do I wish it was a lot better? Yes. Am I thankful it's not horrible? Also yes. So a decent whiskey, something that I can add to my collection of committee bottles up here, and I'll wait for next year to be there. I can't wait for everyone to get back on the planes and head back to Isla, because it's going to be a massive party. I promise you that. So yeah, so this is my new format called the Maltcast, where we'll do podcasts, we'll do interviews, we'll meet different people, people from the industry, like-minded whiskey enthusiasts, and maybe even people who've never tried it, and try and give them a chance. So this is the Malt Activist signing out. Peace.